Howdy. On today's episode of The Practical Camper, we're going to learn how to pay the water bill. We're going to learn how to shake hands with the president. We're going to learn how to visit Uncle Charlie. Today we're going to learn how to splash a pirate. Those are all euphemisms for one of the most important things to think about when you go camping, and that's how to answer the call of nature, or some call it the call of the wild. One way to answer that is by using the Thetford Porta Potti Curve, the personal take-anywhere toilet. Today we're going to talk about this porta potty that you can literally take anywhere. It is a personal toilet, it's not a group restroom, but we'll talk about all the different uses for it and how easy it is to set up, tear down, empty, and clean. Let's go over how to use this toilet for the first time. The first part is to separate the tanks. Then you fill the upper tank with tap water. That's water out of your faucet. Then you add the deodorant to the lower tank. This is what the deodorant looks like. You can find this at Walmart in your RV section. It's called RV toilet treatment. Now, this thing here is meant for like a 40-gallon black tank. I don't add the whole thing. I add like a tablespoon or two. Now, don't measure it out with mom's tablespoons, because this is not necessarily something that you also want to be tasting when you're, eating chocolate pie. So, put this in the tank. This will help eliminate odors, and it helps in the breakdown of some of the stuff that goes in the wastewater tank. When it comes time to finish up, I always add quite a bit of water to the wastewater tank, give it a big shake, and then you can remove the spout, rotate the cap, and dump away. But be sure to dump it in an approved location. Don't go dumping it like Uncle Eddie in the sewer. This is the box that it comes in. I ordered this on Amazon. I chose this model because it's a little larger than others. It's got really good reviews for being sturdy and lasting a long time. It also holds 4 gallons of fresh water and 5.5 gallons of wastewater, or black water as we call it. I'll let you think about why we have to have an extra gallon and a half, or where that's going to come from, of wastewater compared to our fresh water. So don't get one with the same right there. That's not going to work. So this is why we got the Thetford Porta Potti Curve. Let's open it up. Now this is one awesome commode. Let's start off by pointing out a couple things. You can notice the toilet paper dispenser on this side. Rotate it around on the back. We've got our 2 carrying handles. This is how you carry the commode when you're transporting it. Let's move the camera and we'll show you the top. Here we go. This is how easy it is to use. You have a gauge here that tells you if it's full. Here's how you add water to the system. And this is how we flush. It's got an electronic pump that pumps water into the bowl. Once you're done answering the call of nature, all you have to do is make sure that your valve is shut. It's a ball valve on the inside that keeps everything from sloshing around. You would hate to go over some bumps as you're going through the back country in the desert and bump some stuff out, and then you have a real mess. You've got kind of a crappy situation, as they say. When it comes time to dump it, it's very easy to do. You release this valve here, the 2 pieces pop apart. There we go. And this is the only part that you have to take in somewhere to go dump. And it's very easy to do. All you have to do is flip this deal around, take your cap off, and you can pour it into a residential style toilet. Or what I like to do is go to the dump station at either the RV park or the campground, and take the little cap off and dump it right there into the hole. You could also dump this into an outhouse, and you get some goofy looks, but you could dump it there. It even has a little button here for pressure release, so that you can release pressure and not have any sort of glug 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 action that causes some unnecessary splashing. all in all, it's a very, very clean unit. It's high quality plastic, so it's easy to clean. It has a little gauge right here so that it can tell you when it's full of crap, and super simple to use. This little lever here operates the ball valve, so you don't need to be flipping that while it's out like this, especially when it's full, but you just make sure that that part right there is closed. Then when you are done cleaning it, I always, every time I use it, wipe it down really well with some Lysol type wipes. And you can grab this part, place it back on top. It clicks back into place. I always give it a pull or two to make sure that we fit snug. See, now we're nice and on there. Everything's good and tight again. Super sanitary unit, very clean, easy to use. The little water pump is great. My recommendations are put a little bit of water in the bowl, then use the restroom, and then dump it into the tank. If you have any questions about the Thetford Porta Potti Curve, feel free to leave them in the comments below. You can find these on Amazon or other camping supply stores, and it's always good to have your own little throne in the woods. Until next time, this is The Practical Camper. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe. You can also find us on Instagram at practical_camper. Happy trails, and